Hi everybody, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about an Urdu book that I think you should definitely read. The book that I am going to be introducing today is called Main Anmol by Nemrah Ahmed. First of all, this is a self-help book, and let me tell you, this is one of the best self-help books that I have ever read. I don't really read that much of self-help because, I don't know, I just despise the way they are written. No one can argue that Nemrah Ahmed is a great writer. She writes beautifully. Her sentences, the way she forms them is just like cream on the cake. I don't know what that example was, but that will do because it's literally like that. It's just smooth, and you just enjoy those sentences. This book was published in 2020, and I think that it was one of the best things that came out of 2020. It was published in India in 2021, that's last year, in November, I guess, and it's available now on Amazon and also on other bookstores. You can find them as well. So, Main Anmol, what does it mean? My precious self. My unique self. This book is actually a 33-day journey that you have to take along with the writer. And why is it that way? Is because the author wants us to grasp things and to read one chapter a day to fully understand what she's trying to tell us, what she's trying to teach us. It is different in the sense that each chapter begins with her story. She starts each chapter with a part of her life, with a story from her life. It's also a pretty intense journey as well because it deals with so many different aspects of us, because it actually makes us meet ourselves. We come to see ourselves from a different perspective, from a different angle. At certain points it feels as if we are looking at ourselves from a third eye or second eye. So the theme of this book is you, me, and you. Every one of us. Individuals, and obviously the topics are related to that. It deals with self-love, self-identity, self-care, boundaries, values, all that kind of stuff. There is so much to unpack, and you unpack it along with the writer, along with this book. There are actually a lot of things that are quite hard to do. So she actually asks you to imagine yourself or your younger self sitting in front of you, which is quite hard to do. I don't think that a lot of people could do that, I have a pretty decent imagination and I couldn't do that. It felt stupid. Not only that, but it was really, really hard. You can't form an image of your younger self sitting in front of you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So that was quite hard, but I just tried to tell myself that the mistakes that I did were because I was doing them, or those things for the first time. And those mistakes taught me something for the future. They made me stronger. The stories in the beginning of each chapter makes us connect with the writer more, and every single day you look forward to reading those chapters because it makes us realize the fact that we are not alone. There were so many stories in this book that made me realize that I wasn't the odd one out. I wasn't the awkward one. I wasn't the only embarrassing person in the room. So I think that it's a really nice way of connecting with the audience, and at the same time making the audience connect with you and welcoming them in a group. It felt as if I was sitting in front of the writer, having a chat with her, which I would absolutely love to do. It's a self journey. It's a journey of self, of finding yourself all over again and accepting yourself with all the mistakes, with all the flaws that you have. Obviously, you cannot accept and you cannot do all the things that she has asked you to do, but there are definitely things that you will realize that you have learned throughout these 33 days. And honest to God, there are certain chapters that you would literally feel as if they were personally written for you. I was going through something while reading this book, and I opened the chapter that I was supposed to read that day, and I started reading it and I started crying because it literally felt as if it was particularly written for me for that moment. And it takes me back to something that she has written in the beginning of this book. She has written that while she was writing this book, she asked God to make this book reach the person who is in need of it the most. I have this in my hands because God wanted me to have it in my hands. God wanted me to read it. So it's just a beautiful thought. It's something that gives you goosebumps every single time that you think about it. So if you can read Urdu, I would highly recommend you read this. And if you are reading this, remember, God wanted you to read this. With that note, we have come to the end of this video. If you liked it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would highly appreciate if you do so. I will see you guys really soon, inshallah. Till then, take care. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.